In December, President Trump formally told NASA to send U.S. astronauts back to the moon. Signed a space policy directive, as a matter of fact. Then, this weekend, another one of the men who did go to the moon during the Apollo program passed away, John Young. That means just only 5 of the 12 men who walked on the moon are living today. Here to talk all about that is we're really pleased to have Astronaut 7 astronaut Walter Cunningham. Walt, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You know, let's start really quickly with just a remembrance of John Young. I mean, this was a terrific guy. Your thoughts on his passing, and then we're going to get into the future of the space program.
Well, I've lost 4 ancient astronaut friends in the last year, and John Young was outstanding. He was on the backup crew for our mission, Apollo 7, and was just a very capable kind of fellow. He was pretty much dead serious all the time, and yet you got along really well with him. So it's a sad thing to have a guy that's had the career that he has to finally be gone. I really miss him.
Yeah, speaking of careers, let's just tell folks about yours. You piloted the Apollo 7 lunar module. You were a former Marine fighter pilot. You spent more than 260 hours in space. And you wrote a book back in 1977 called The All-American Boys. Do you know if that book's even still in print? I bet it would be interesting to read, especially now.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because it's still selling 40 years after I first finished it, and I am very proud of the book because it's candid, it's honest, and that's the way I answer questions. So if you got a tough question, you better be prepared for the answer.
Every writer would love to be in your shoes 40 years later, still selling your books. That's great.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the space program. The President Trump has said it is time to get back in space. We've been floating around in a space station, and we'll forego any criticism on that for the moment. But President Trump wants us to go back to the moon. Do we need this kind of focus, Walt? Is that what has to happen right now with the American space program to get us back in space and to get that momentum going again?
Well, we actually haven't had that much focus for a long time, and when you look at it, by the time the Gemini program was over, we had moved way ahead of the Russians. Russians started off ahead of us, actually, and we had moved ahead of the Russians, and now here we are. For the last 6 or 7 years, we've had to rely totally on the Russians, even just to get up to the space station. So we need to get a focus on it, and in spite of what I've heard now and then, and I haven't seen a real focus, and also addressing the problem of what it's going to cost to get to the next frontier, if you will.